Hello, Lack of Common Sense guy here. As you all know, I've declared war on stupidity and lack of common sense. Hence my name. So I was on YouTube. Facebook. Sorry. Facebook. Catching up with a couple people, telling them how I felt, how the economy is not where it should have been, should be by now. And so I'm saying all these things, and as soon as I post it out there, a guy comes in and says, you know, Matthew, we know the government is not suited to run this country. They lied about Benghazi. True. You have my attention. Go on. They lied about Fast and Furious. Yeah, they did. And they lied about 9/11. What? 9/11? Good God almighty, man. Whoa, take it easy. We don't need to go there. No, that didn't happen. And so he started posting all these videos and, websites to go and read. And I'm like, I'm so tempted to go on there, but I already know what they're going to say, and it's all false. So he continued to say that it was conspiracy and that the government killed all those people. So he started to tell me that the towers fell too gracefully, too perfectly. He also, and I'm going to list what he said and then debunk them for y'all. I already did it on him, caused him to trip and change the topic and try to, change his theories on me. So here, the first thing he said was that it fell at too perfectly, that it would have taken an expert team to make it fall straight down. Guys, it's called the pancake theory, domino theory, and shock effect. So let's go into that. One, when the plane hit, we all know jet fuel spewed out. The plane was obliterated, but the jet fuel sprayed out, caught on fire, superheated the building. So what happened was, and he said metal like that should have melted, given away like that. He's apparently not taking metallurgy like I have. Every metal you see is formed the way it is because somebody superheated it in basically an oven, melted it down, and then formed it that way. If it can do it that way, the concrete heat around it acted like the oven wall, trapping a lot of the heat, blah, blah, blah. I'm not going to go into that. It gets complicated, and I'm trying to stay to let's keep it common sense. So, what happened was, as we all know, fire broke out. And because when the plane hit, there was no way to actually put out the fire because it actually severed the water main in the building. It did. And the sprinklers didn't go off. In other floors, it did, but in this one, it didn't. So it burned from that floor up. And when it burned, there's nothing we could do. So it sat there, heated up. Structure finally weakened. And those that hundreds of tons of steel and concrete, finally, gravity took its toll. The floor that was, one of the floors were weak because of the damage done. That floor, with the extensive structural damage and the fire weakening what's left of the structure, finally it gave way. The floor collapsed. Now when the floor collapsed, the shock factor came in. Hundreds of tons of concrete and steel suddenly fell on that floor. Within an instant, it was sudden. And this became like shock. It shocked into it. The energy poured into it just in an instant. Caused the floor below it to weaken and give way because of the amount of weight power and the amount of energy that was just suddenly, in a blink of an eye, just put on that one floor. So that gave way. And then the same thing happened. Thus, the domino theory came in. And because the building, it was so high that it hit, and how the floor fell, not part of the floor, not this part of the floor, not the back part, not the front part. The floor itself fell. It was called the pancake theory. Pancake effect, actually. Pancake and domino effect. Sorry. Came down like this. Came down like this. Came down like this. That's what happened. It is very possible. What do demolition teams target when they blow up the building? They target the main structure of the building or a floor. Make it fall on that floor and then straight down. That's how they do it. And the jet fuel, the fires, weaken the same structure that we would have put explosives on to knock down any building. The building could not hold it. If you can tell me, if you can show me, take a book, put it on some metal slabs, high metal slabs, and take a blowtorch and start superheating it, it's not going to hold it. Eventually it will give way. Same thing happened. And by the way, I'll try to get you a video of that. I have access to a welding lab. I'll try to use it for y'all. So, anyways, it gave way. Now, he also said, and y'all can see, it should be common sense, guys. Thousands of tons suddenly coming down with that one floor. The floor below it isn't going to be able to hold it, and vice versa for all the other floors. So, with that said, let's go into, when he also said that there was a bang right before the tower fell. Well, guys, what happens when you superheat metal or concrete? The metal can pop. I get the release of air within the metal, or just pop. I've been in a welding lab. It's happened to me. It's really loud, and for a small slab as what I'm welding to learn to weld, it's a pretty big pop. Imagine a full steel beam popping. You can see where I'm getting at. Also, concrete. It explodes when superheated. One of the things that in my basic welding class, the beginner's course, that my instructor told me not to do was drop the hot metal on the concrete, because the concrete can actually explode. Concrete can explode when superheated, guys. In fact, another instructor of mine, when he was camping, they had concrete in a fire. It blew up. So that could have been it. And there's something else that could have happened, but it's upsetting, and I'm not going to go into it. You can go look it up. It happened pretty frequently that day. Many explosions. So what I'm saying is, there's many things that could have caused. There's actual reasons of why it happened. And what I did was I took these reasons and my knowledge and I put them to the test. Now, after I told them it could have been all these things, and that there's many things that could have gone off. There could have been gas in there. Some buildings have gas mains. I doubt it. Probably didn't. But if a building with that did, it could have been that. Could have been a lot of things. But mainly I stuck to concrete because it does explode when superheated, and there was plenty of it. And steel pops, and there was plenty of that. So, and there was the other thing. So then he proceeded, and this is where I was like, Then he proceeded to tell me, well, they used neothermal devices, so they didn't make a noise. Yeah, that's it. So what happened to your theory on that there was an explosion right before it fell? Did we just throw that away? Did you just trip on yourself? I'm liking where this is going. So I finally told him, look, you're tripping on yourself. Just give up. Goodbye. Actually, no, I'll be honest. I said, all right, you know what? You want to bring all these things. After I said that, he actually said, well, I posted all these things. You should know this. And I said, you know what? Bring it on. It's kind of stupid. You need to be educated. And then I finally said, never mind. I've already made you trip once. I hate to make you feel worse by tripping a second time. And by tripping, I mean tripping on your own knowledge. Yeah. So, anyways, I'll be posting a bit of videos on this. It will be called, it'll be the Lack of Common Sense Conspiracy Theorist 9/11. I'll be showing, either talking about it more on what I find, or I will be setting up demonstrations, including I'll get some slabs and I'll get an item, put them on them, and superheat them and show them that eventually they cannot hold the weight. That includes any metal. So guys, Lack of Common Sense guys here. Thank you for watching, and I'm going to sign off like I always do and saying, please people, stay smart. And I'm going to add something actually. People, please stay smart and know your knowledge, because the next time a guy comes to you and pulls this crap on you, you get to do the part, because they will trip up. If you have your knowledge straight, you can succeed and then be able to go, yeah. Good luck with that. This is the Lack of Common Sense saying, stay smart and use my advice. Thank you.